Good morning, guys. It's Victor. I wish I could switch the camera back and forth easily, but I can't. These are the recyclables. I put the cans there. You might think you should put them in a bag, but yeah, I could. But what's going to happen is a homeless guy's going to come by in a few minutes and just pick them up. So, yeah, that's what happens. This is the recycle area. Some guy put a can in the bottle place. Ooh, that's a very evil person. And look, plastic too. Like this is just completely wrong. People just throwing their garbage. No order here. This is just chaos. These boxes shouldn't even go here because actually we don't throw away cardboard here. There's another place for that. Anyway, this is near my neighborhood, a couple blocks away. Down there is my my wife's. I almost said mom because that's what you call your wife in Japan after you get married and you have kids. Mama. I'm going to take you on a tour, and this is a heavy conversation today. By the way, before we get started, this is a laundry video. And take out my t-shirt. This is a t-shirt someone gave me a while ago that I really like. I was putting it on this morning because I thought, I'll wear this for the video, you know, because it's kind of a fun t-shirt. And I like Breaking Bad. But at the same time, I was thinking, who gave me this and why did I accept a used t-shirt? Like, you would think, what kind of person accepts a used t-shirt, you know? But I don't remember who gave this to me, but I was so happy to get it. I was like, yeah, this is a cool t-shirt. But it's like a used t-shirt. So it's kind of, I mean, they have used clothing stores, secondhand stores all over Japan. And people buy used t-shirts. But I've never bought a used t-shirt. I think. Yeah, no, never a used one. You get t-shirts really, really cheap, you know, like $3. Why would you buy a used one? That's not a big deal. Okay, I'm crossing against the red light. It is what time is it? 5:52 in the morning. I actually got up at 4:50 about an hour ago. But, you know, I just take care of the bowels, have coffee, stretch my back out a little bit. I'm going to take you on a little walk today as we discuss something kind of heavy. Oh yeah, so I gotta remember this is a laundry video, so I'm gonna go off on many tangents, and maybe I should film with this camera so you can see more of what's happening. Oh, people getting ready for work. I don't know what's back here. Looks like a bread delivery store or something. So back there's a dentist back there. I pointed in the very beginning part of this video. I pointed to a dentist's office, a dental office. The guy there was arrested for, what do you call that? Methamphetamines, which from what I understand, the Japanese created during World War II or for World War II, or used for World War II, for the kamikaze pilots to keep them awake because they had to fly long distances, you know, to sacrifice their lives by flying their airplanes into battleships, American battleships. Okay. Oh, so I will show you. You can see people walking their dogs now. It's a little bit later than usual. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so that guy was arrested, the dentist. My wife used to go there, but he was mysteriously released like a couple months later, which is really strange in Japan. So the neighborhood gossips that he must have paid somebody off. And you don't really hear much about corruption in Japan on that level. I mean, there's high-level corruption. High-level corruption pretty much exists everywhere. But low-level corruption is something more of the developing countries like Peru. I remember. Oh yeah, so this is the other recycle place. This is where you usually bring cardboard. I said cardboard doesn't belong back there, remember? Usually bring it here, and they separate into the books and magazines and newspaper area. And sometimes you can see some surprisingly good books. You're like, what? This one got away. Like, brand new books, never been opened before. I found an English book wrapped in it was still in its plastic. It had never been opened, and it had a DVD. Here's the cardboard section. More cardboard section. Cardboard's quite popular. And the can section. There was a can section back there too, but that's for the neighborhood. This is more for the entire area. Anyway, oh, here's a glove. That's sad. Something I've noticed in my travels. I've been to a bunch of countries. I was thinking about that yesterday. I've been to so many countries, and you know, back in the day, like I'm thinking hundreds of years ago, you'd be lucky if you. Yeah, I was talking to my dad just yesterday. He said, he was watching some History of the World series that he belongs to, and he was saying how I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go somewhere and show you something today. I forgot where. We'll just go down a little. I want to take you down a side street because it's a little bit quieter. As I must. But yeah, he was saying how most people in the world never travel more than 20 kilometers from their houses. Yeah, I'll take you some other small streets. I love the small streets. We'll see what's changed down this street. I used to walk down the street too. Yeah, 20 miles. He must have said, he said miles. Yeah. So most people never travel more than 20 miles away from where they were born in the world. You know, says most people, and that civilization was basically created by cities because country people, you know, they don't have. That's not a civilization. That's just some guy living in the country, right? You need people together to create civilization, which is interesting. You need people together to create culture. One guy doing something weird in the country isn't culture. It's just a weird guy. But if a bunch of people do the same weird thing, then that's culture. Interesting ideas. So yeah, I was thinking about that. How wow, if you think about it, it's amazing that we generally people in general get to travel so much. Like back in Florida. When I was a kid, I would go drive to see my girlfriend. What do you call it? Blah, 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 ha, ha, ha. That would take me like an hour. It would be a 45 minutes or an hour drive. And that would, you know, back in the day, that would have been like a 3 or 4 hour walk or something, maybe even more. Maybe more. Here's a turtle. Some kind of pet turtle. Hello, pet turtle. Cactuses and little bonsai plants. It's amazing what people put outside and nobody rips off, you know? I think people would just steal that turtle. That turtle would be, he would be sold into sex, you know, as a sex slavery ring. Some disgusting turtle sex slavery ring, if this were in America, right? What a disgusting, hedonistic country. There's someone on the street who walks their cat. We might see him today, which I always think is funny. Okay, so what am I talking about today? Besides the fact that we are all lucky to be able to travel so easily in this modern age. Yeah, I was on Facebook. I never go on Facebook, almost never. But I was on it. This is a funny story. This is the only time I've ever done this. So, but you can judge me. I'm gonna say today you're gonna learn that I'm not. You're not gonna learn. I'm gonna confirm that I'm not such a nice person. But so there's a song called Butterfly. And I didn't even know the name of the song, but I heard some guy, something City, Shock City. I don't know who he is, but there was something in Yahoo. Let's go down the street. There was something in Yahoo about a singer who had died just 2 days ago, and he had written the song Butterfly, and it was a big hit. And I looked it up because I'd never heard of it. I thought maybe I've heard of this song. Looked it up, never heard of it, didn't know what it was. Clicked on it, and I'm like, oh, I know this song. And it was a song that reminded me of this girl that I used to date many, many years ago. And she was kind of a wild, crazy girl. Someone on a couch there. Strange. And she'd gotten her act together. It was kind of nice. First of all, we dated. It was kind of a crazy up and down relationship. Never really a girlfriend. Maybe, yeah, no, she was a girlfriend for a short time, but it didn't work out personally, so it became kind of we broke up. We broke up, but we remained kind of friends, and then she started dating another guy, and then she got an abortion, and then she called me out of the blue, and she said, can you take me to not the clinic, but she'd already gotten the abortion. She wanted to go to a shrine where people who have abortions go and pray for their aborted fetuses, which may sound really weird to you, but it's kind of nice, I found. Anyway, when we got to the shrine, her boyfriend who got her pregnant had refused to go. They had a big fight. So I took her to the shrine, and I don't remember where it was. It was years and years ago, like 20 years ago. And there was a tree with all these what do you call them? Stuffed animals, stuffed little animals. So basically, anyone who had aborted a child would buy a stuffed animal or toy of some sort, and they would take it up to the tree and hang it there. Oh, there's a car over here that the guy locks up. He's very proud of this car. He locks up his car. You don't really see much of these around Japan. But a couple people are safe, you know. Yeah, these will sprout soon. These flowers will blossom soon. Very pretty. As I get older, I appreciate flowers more. Anyway, what happened? Well, let me go back to the God. I need more coffee. um, God damn, I completely lost my train of thought by those flowers. They threw me off. What was I talking about? God damn it! What the fuck was I talking about? Oh my God. Um, oh yeah, the abortion. Yeah. So anyway, I just remember that I was always like really touched or impressed by this Japanese culture, right? The abortion thing. Anyway, then she asked me to go to her boyfriend's house with her because he was kind of violent, and she wanted to take her stuff because she was moving out, and he was being a real asshole, whatever. So I did, and I thought, being the big gaijin in Japan, I'm an average American size. I'm 5'11". I used to be 5'11" and 3/4. I never quite made 6 feet, but since my 3 motorcycle accidents, I've shrunk a little bit. Neck's been, all my vertebrae have been smashed together, and I'm getting older, so I'm slowly shrinking. Every year I lose 2 millimeters. Anyway, I went there, and she walks in to get her stuff, and he's like this ex um, soccer player, so he's got these huge legs from playing soccer, I guess. I mean, I played soccer too, but I guess he played more diligently than I did. Anyway, it turns out he's a real tough guy, and they're like yelling at each other in Japanese. And this is the kind of Japanese that I'm not really accustomed to, like people yelling at each other, nasty things in Japanese. And I remember thinking, oh shit, man, I did not sign up for this. I thought we were just going to pick up your stuff. But she's like having this verbal altercation with him. I'm thinking, oh my God, I hope this doesn't escalate, because I don't want to get into a physical fight with this guy. I mean, it was possible, but his legs, I was just thinking, oh man, those legs look like they could kick the shit out of me, literally. But so anyway, that's what else happened after that. So then after that, we kind of started hooking up again, and it was okay because I was, I didn't have a relationship then. Oh no, she winked. No, I did. You know what? It was fucked up. Yeah, I remember now. I was dating another girl, and this ex-girlfriend came back into my life to have me do this favor for her. And I wanted her to be a good guy, so I helped her. But yeah, she came to my house to ask me this favor, and she asked to use the bathroom. And then as she left the bathroom, she noticed my new girlfriend's. This guy's gonna fall. My new girlfriend's makeup case was sitting by the sink, and she was, I don't know why she did it, but she took it and she ripped it into shreds, like destroyed it. So then I had to call my new girlfriend and tell her, oh, I'm really sorry, but my ex-girlfriend came over and saw your makeup case and ripped it in shreds. So that girlfriend was like, okay, I don't want to see you anymore. That's screwed up. Why did you even let her back into my life? But to be fair, I mean, that relationship was kind of falling apart anyway. That wasn't working out anyway. So these are cookie cutter homes. I don't really like these, but like I showed you yesterday or the last video, these are replacing the old traditional Japanese houses. These modern wonders made so quickly. They go up literally 1 week or 2 weeks, and they are up. They're built. Well, maybe maybe a month. Anyway, so we broke up. my girlfriend. So I started kind of, hooking up with my old girlfriend again. Don't ask me why. It was 20 years ago. I was kind of like, oh my gosh. Oh, you know what it was? She was leaving anyway. So I thought, what the hell? She is going to Canada to do a homestay or work abroad. Yeah, work abroad. That's what it was. And I got really sick the week before she left, and I couldn't really do anything fun. As in, we couldn't have a final, physical experience. So we didn't. But she called me from Canada like a couple weeks later, and she said, "I just need to know if you're my boyfriend." And I'm like, "No, you should definitely have fun." She's like, "Should I wait for you? Or is it okay for me to date other guys?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, definitely, please," because what we had was just kind of a short fling, and I want to get on with my life, and also, honestly didn't love her and didn't have those feelings for her. She was a nice girl and all, and she was really pretty, but she was crazy. She would get drunk and get violent. Um, we once played spin the bottle at a bar with a bunch of friends, and I had to kiss another girl on the cheek because it was my turn, right? And she got angry and punched me right in the face. So she was nuts, but she was a lot of fun. Anyway, her song that the song that I associate with her is that Butterfly song. So when that singer died like 2 days ago, I had to look her up because I'm not friends with her on Facebook or anything. Oh yeah, because what happened was she got married in Canada and to some white guy, and they had a baby, and that's the last I heard of her. I don't really keep in touch with her, but I heard through another friend that yeah, she got married in Canada. And I saw a video. I saw yesterday. I looked her up, and I saw pictures of her in a kimono getting married with her husband in a kimono, and they looked very good. And she looked great. Oh yeah, she came back from Canada once, and she was kind of trying to attract my attention, but I was really not interested. She was a mess. She was a big troublemaker, and she was. It was kind of easy too because she had put on a lot of weight, Canadian weight. Man, if you're Japanese and you're just a wild woman, you go to America, you just put on all this weight, man. It's terrible. Oh, there's a little kitten. God, I hate stray cats. Just because they shit everywhere in my neighborhood. Some woman in one of my neighbors took this 3 or 4 stray cats in my neighborhood and one by one took them to the vet and got them all spaded. So she's like, just wait 3 or 4 years and they will all be dead. We don't have to worry about them anymore. All our neighbors hate the stray cats because they shit and piss everywhere, and the whole street in the summer smells like cat piss. It's disgusting. I mean, they're cute and everything. Hi, kitty. But look at her. Look at her eyes, all red. Not healthy. She needs to be inside. Taken care of. Oh, it's an abandoned. Oh yeah, it's an abandoned house of some sort. Oh, buddy, someone give her food. You can see over here. Can't really see what's back there, but yeah, you can see the dust accumulate. The accumulation of dust that shows you. But it's long. Yeah. Anyway, this is abandoned too. It looks like. Let's take a look in here. It's interesting to look at all abandoned houses. Akiya, as they say, right? There's apparently a big problem with Akiya. But the thing is, this is Nakamura Ward. So this ward is one of the land in this ward is one of the fastest appreciating awards in Japan. Top 5, I think. Top 4, maybe. Tokyo, of course, is 3, and then Osaka, and then us. Maybe it's 5. Oh, there's another cat. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I looked up this ex-girlfriend, and I said, "Hey, this guy died yesterday, and the song reminded me of you. So I just hope you're doing well. That's all." Because she got her act together, I mean, I'm glad she got her. Oh, the beautiful trees, huh? She got her act together, and she got married. She had a kid, and hopefully she's not crazy, batshit nuts, like she was with me. And hopefully, it's funny. Like, I wonder if her husband even knows about the abortion or the crazy shit she did when she was single. Who knows? Okay, I'm not gonna Yeah, she was not. She was a nice girl, but she was nuts. Um, you know what they say? Don't put your in crazy, right? Well, I did more than once, but okay. So that's not. That's long, 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 long time ago, over 20 years ago. But the reason I'm making this video today is well, because as you know, if you listen to these laundry videos, they're just basically long, drawn out visual podcasts. I walk around and talk. There's a nice shrine. We're gonna go in there for a minute. I was listening to a video yesterday. I saw a post on Facebook. Yeah, it goes back to Facebook. This is what led me to this. So I'm on Facebook. I sent her that message. She gave me a thumbs up. We didn't become friends. We're still not friends. We're not talking. I just thought it was kind of just I just remembered somebody, but I have no interest in renewing that connection. So I was kind of relieved that she didn't write back. She just said thumbs up, and that's it. So. And whenever a singer dies, I always check up to see what, especially someone I've never heard of. I'm like, what do they write? I don't know this guy. So that's how that came about. So I'm on Facebook and I see a little video from Myles. I think his name is Dwyer, and he's this British guy I used to listen to back in the day, like when YouTube first started. Like, these are people who donate money to the shrine, and he says, hey, thanks for listening to my live video the other day, and it was really hard for me to come out with this, finally, to talk about this. And all these people are like, yeah, I'm glad you're finally going ahead. You finally let that out. Anyway, he was referring to this video that he had made, and I had no idea what it was about. And I hadn't really watched him in years. I went to England about, I don't know, 10 years ago or so. And I tried to look him up, but he never answered my message. And now I understand why. I mean, he's been going through a lot, but out of curiosity, I clicked onto his YouTube page and found the video. It's a live video. It's an hour and 30 minutes, I think. Yeah, an hour and 30 minutes or so. And I listened to the whole thing, and it's quite a dramatic nightmare. And I'll give you the summary to save you, but you should definitely watch the video, and I'll link it in the description. It's about a guy, about him, who meets a girl and they become friends, and then they're just friends, but they like each other like friends. But they get drunk one night and they have sex, and then she says, "Oh my God, oh yeah, this is the karate place. Oh yeah, I remember this. Oh, I haven't been here for a while. Yeah, that's a karate dojo. Some of my son's friends go there. He has no interest in learning that, so." Anyway, ends up, she says she's pregnant. He's like, "I'm going to support you if you want to." And she says, "I'll get the abortion." And he says, "Okay." And then she says, "No, I changed my mind. I'm not going to." And he says, "Okay, but then that doesn't mean we're going to be boyfriend, girlfriend." And then she goes for a walk and comes back. "Okay, then I'm going to get the abortion." So he says, "Okay, I'll take you." And they make an appointment. They make plans to go together. And then the day comes and she ghosts him. And then the next day, the day after the appointment, um, long story short, I'm going to make this really short. Long story short, she was lying about the whole thing. She was never pregnant, and she claimed she had an abortion, but she actually was probably never pregnant, because he was very safe about it. I mean, looking back on the whole thing now, after he tells the story, what most likely happened was she was batshit crazy, But I mean, I don't say that in an insulting way. Yeah, see, I'm not. That's such a mean way to talk about this whole thing, but yeah, apparently she was, she was mentally unwell. Let's be nice about it, right? And she faked the whole thing, and she put him through all this shit, like pretending that she was seeing dead babies, and she made online videos of herself covered in blood and shit, and just basically put him through the ringer, made his life hell, and then later she goes out online and tells everyone that he got her pregnant and then forced her to have an abortion and all this crazy, crazy shit. And everyone thinks he's the bad guy, and he's just traumatized by all this. This is nice. Let's go down this street along this road. Old woman. watering her plants in the morning. This is what matters to her. Anyway, he goes through this long terrible cycle in his life, and he gets addicted to cam girls because he just, not for masturbation or purposes, but just for because he's lonely. He needs to talk to somebody. He wants to talk. And I've never done that, by the way. I've never paid for cam girls or anything like that. I've never paid for that kind of attention. But I remember a song by Simon and Garfunkel. I think it was Simon and Garfunkel. This is a huge house. In which Simon says, I sometimes take comfort in the girls on Fifth Avenue, the prostitutes. I can understand being lonely, and, I understand that, I suppose, for some people, if you were really, really lonely, I suppose I can understand wanting to even pay for someone to just pay attention to you because you're lonely. So this guy, anyway, because of what happened with this girl, this terrible experience, he cannot connect with people normally, so he just pays for people to talk to him online. And he's a very successful guy. Like, he's a very handsome, successful, very articulate, very intelligent. He's a normal guy despite being a YouTuber, because they're all crazy, right? Whoa, including me. Anyway, then one day he sees a video by another guy who has the same exact story. And he contacts the guy, and they realize that it's the same girl. She's done it twice, Now he's sure that she was lying, because he wasn't sure before. Anyway, this really helps him kind of get over it. Then he gets proper therapy, and the what's interesting for me about this whole thing was something that I've thought about, before, and probably a lot of men have thought about too, is this whole, just believe them thing. People say, you got to believe women when they claim things, and I've always supported that. Empty shrine here. Usually there's some little dolls or something. I didn't bring any money with me. I usually throw in some coins just to help them with the upkeep, But there's firewood in the winter. Anyway, what was interesting to me was the way Myles dealt with the woman, his feelings towards her. Because, yeah, long story short, she ends up dying. And we don't really know for sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's true that she died. And I think he thinks so too. But who knows after a story like this? My son calls this the big boob. Or maybe I do. I don't know. A couple of big, I don't know what those are. Gas tanks, water tanks. Something I should know, but I don't know. But what was interesting to me is that Myles never had any kind of ill will towards the woman, even after being treated like this. It's gas. Yeah, this is a gas area. So this must hold some kind of propane gas. What if that blew up, man? That would like destroy the whole block, the whole neighborhood, probably. Huh. Even probably taking a video of this is probably suspicious. Should probably stop that. Anyway, I was, because when I heard in his story, when he says that he heard she had died, but she had faked her death a couple times before, I was like, yeah, if that were me, I would be happy. Finally, she's out of my life forever. She'll never come back to haunt me in any way. She's kind of closes the book on something, and I think I would have been relieved and maybe even happy if someone had done that to me. Had ruined my life and lied so much and destroyed my reputation, etc. I think I might have been happy. I would have been happy to hear she had died. But he was like, he never had he never hated her, he said. And I think when I heard that, I was like, wow, you're a better person than me, Myles, because I think I would have hated. I hated my best friend when they suspected me of stealing money from the bar many, many years ago, and it wasn't true. And I was just really disappointed in quite a few people who had suspected me of something that I never did. And in the end, I was redeemed. What's it? Exonerated, yeah, because the real culprit was caught. But yeah, for a short time, there's a beautiful house. Look at that. Beautiful Japanese garden. This is what I was telling you in the last video. Like, there used to be a house, that big house that has a new modern house built in front of it. They used to have a garden like this, but they had a wooden fence, so you couldn't look into it like this. This is gorgeous, right? Yeah, back here you have some older houses, still classic, not the modern crap, like this modern one, more modern. Still not that modern, but the other modern ones are more box-like. But I was impressed. And anyway, what he said was what I said, which I disagree with, which made me kind of want to make a response, even though I don't expect him to listen to this or watch this or respond in any way. I mean, I like the way he dealt with everything. Like he discovered the woman was lying because he saw another video by another guy who had the same experience, and he talked to that guy for like an hour on the phone. But after that, they never talked again, and he reached out to that guy one more time, and the guy never answered. And he said, I don't blame him. He doesn't owe me anything, which is interesting. I mean, he has a very, I think, healthy way of dealing with the way people deal with him. Gozaimasu. Yeah, very healthy. Very healthy, I think. Oh, here's the park. Yeah. I sometimes do pull-ups in this park. People play soccer and baseball here. In the morning, I suspect it's full of old people. Oh, there's some young people there. Okay, so the other thing was that I disagreed with was he said that women have to be believed. He still thinks so, even if it means ruining some people's reputations. And I'm like, no, that shouldn't be the way things are. But at the same time, I can't offer I was thinking about this all night. Like I think I dreamt that I was in this world that he talked about in his video. Oh, this is different. Oh, no, I don't know if I've been in this part of. No, I know this park, but this looks like a different angle. Anyway, he said, okay, let's go back to the whole Me Too movement and stuff. And the premise is we have to believe women no matter what they say. Which he altered that a little bit. He said, no, we should take everyone seriously. And we should look into everyone's allegations. That's what he said. And I guess I can agree with that. I guess I can agree with that. See what people are doing in this park. Yeah, I suppose I can agree with that. I should have brought a stand. So I can put this down for a second and do some pull-ups or something to stretch my back out a little bit. Well, people really, I don't know if I can get my son to wake up this early to go do some work, but do some exercise. Anyway, I don't want to bother these people with this camera, so I'm gonna walk around it. Yeah, so he was saying we have to take people seriously, but he did say even if it means ruining some people's reputations. But I gotta say that I disagree with that. I think that's something that should not be done. The other thing he pointed out, or he touched upon, was the fact that the internet mob is really a cruel and unforgiving and relentless force of nature, uncontrollable. He talked about how he was basically savaged by so many people by the internet. He talks about the internet as if it's a monster, as if it's that thing in the Loki series on Marvel. This big ghost, this big fog with a face on it. Yeah. And I gotta say, what the hell is this? What's that? Weird. Oh, golf bag. Oh, interesting. Look, because he's got the tag on it. This was never. Looks full of cobwebs. Got the tag on it, and it's rusty at the same time. So it's new and rusty at the same time. That's interesting. Oh, it smells. Digging around in garbage like a homeless person. Yeah, I'm not sure what the solution is, but I think that it's what this woman did to him and this other guy. She did this to two different guys. I think that's unforgivable. And yeah, she's mentally ill, but there should be some kind of, I don't know, way to rectify the damage, or to reverse the damage. Is that the word? Reverse the damage that was done by this woman, or by people like that. Because you've heard of this before. There was some American football player who was accused of rape in high school, and then his whole career was ruined. And of course, this is not the norm. This is not what most cases of rape are actually rape, of course. But once in a while, these things sneak through. Yeah, this old gate all rusted up, overgrown. I guess nobody lives here either, huh? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what the solution is, but do we take everyone seriously? I suppose that is the only answer. But I wish there was another mechanism involved that can fix the old man. Oh yeah, I know this area. You know, this is new. I remember they were building this now. Yeah, this was an old flat. This is a whole flat piece of mud, and now they've built this new house here. Yeah, I remember this now. Yeah, so I was impressed by that. How he, even though this has happened to him, he still thinks we have to believe women. Not just women, but just people. When people accuse other people of doing things like, but if you look back on the whole story, like what did he do that was so bad? He got someone pregnant. Well, allegedly, actually, he didn't do any of that, right? No one was ever pregnant, and no one never got an abortion, and he didn't force anyone anyway, according to the story, right? Oh yeah, this is another temple. This is the temple over here. Yeah, this is a nice temple. Yeah, Chotokuji Temple. You can look it up on Google Maps if you want. This is a temple, and my wife comes here every year. I come here with her, and we pay 30 to 50 bucks, I forget how much, to the monk here, the Buddhist monk, who then gives us these sheets of these papers that we stick in our house to ward off bad luck. So yeah, I kind of don't believe in any of that, but she does. I think Japanese are not so much religious as they are creatures of habit. I don't really see religion as a kind of oppressive, annoying, you're bad and you're going to hell kind of force here. In Japan, it's more like, okay, this is the way we do things, so let's do it. These are really ancient gravestones. Of course, I don't think there are any dead people in there at all. People are cremated and their ashes are put in urns and kept in altars or eventually burned and offered back to the sky. Beautiful trees, huh? Yeah. Anyway, that bell is rung on New Year's Eve at midnight. People line up to ring that bell. It's a beautiful temple, though. I guess this is why we pay 30 to 50 bucks. Everyone in the neighborhood pays that much to keep this whole area a temple, and it is beautiful. The one thing I like about Japan, not the one thing, but one of the things I like about Japan is that its religion is more of a communal, friendly, warm thing. Like kids will come here and play and enjoy the park. And of course, you're supposed to pray too. People come and pray. That goes on top of a building. It was taken down and put there. I forgot what those are called, but let's walk through. Maybe there's an exit. There's usually a couple entrances and exits. Yeah. So that guy. Oh yeah. I can just go on and on, but let's just enjoy this for a little while. Let's go to the back and just look around. Sometimes some temples have this road that goes under the building. I've seen that in a couple places. There's probably a reason for that. Maybe to keep everything connected. I don't know. We can walk through it. Why not? I don't know what that means. So many things. I've been here a long time, but there's so many things I can't explain. Like, why are these over here and not with the other graves or gravestones? Or are they even gravestones? Maybe they're not. And why do they have like 3 or 4 of these tories? These are called tori gates, which actually usually belong in Shinto shrines, but this is a Buddhist shrine. Oh, I was going to go that way, but no, this direction looks more interesting. right? And these are metal, but originally on the first ones, of course, were wooden. There's a little shrine, and people offer their food. You put sake in there and rice. There's still some rice there. Probably no sake anymore. We could look. Oh, there's money. Money. Like I said, I don't have any money. Some people steal money from here. I've heard of people stealing money, and they have these whodunit cop shows on TV, on Japanese TV, and they sometimes show. Oh, this is nice. I haven't been back here. They sometimes show how cops will stake out a temple or shrine just to catch the bad guy. It's usually kind of overkill because the person's stealing like 1,000 yen, which is like $10 every couple weeks. I don't know if it's worth the manpower, but and it's usually in the one I saw was this old man. This is all empty. This old man, retired man, was stealing money. I like the moss there. It's pretty. Here's another temple shrine back here. Oh, this is pretty too. Look at that. Anyway, there was another case recently here in Japan, which I've been avoiding talking about. But there was a case in Kyoto about let me see, a month ago? Yeah, a month ago. It was a month ago now. It was May 25th, I think. This British guy was in Kyoto, and he was is there a way out here? No. Let me see, there's the room where people have ceremonies. What time is it? Jesus. I gotta get going. It's 6:30 now. Let's look in here. Look at that. Very nice. There was a case, in Kyoto. This British tour guide had taken a few elderly customers to Yasaka. What was it called? Yasaka Jinja, some shrine, and one of them had rung the bell too strongly, too vigorously, too enthusiastically, and a Japanese woman filmed it and put it on media and accused him of all these things. And basically, the internet reacted the way the internet reacted with Myles. They just attacked this guy, even though no one really knew the full story. People just like, he's rude. Even though the video starts, halfway through, they're like, he's a rude person. He's got to get out of Japan. And this guy has been savaged. He had to close down his business, and we'll go outside now. Hope you enjoyed that. He had to close down his business, and he's received threatening phone calls, and death threats, and he can't do anything, Myles said in the video that if you are accused of something you didn't do, the best thing to do, according to his research, is say nothing. Because if you say I didn't do it, people will say, you're lying. But if you say nothing, nobody can say you're even lying because you didn't say anything. Which is I don't know. I guess that's true. Oh, look at the tomatoes. I like the way they just line up. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's nature's geometry. I'm sure someone looking out his window is thinking, what the hell is that Gaijin doing? Anyway, this poor guy in Kyoto now, I feel bad for him. He's navigating that internet firestorm right now, and Hiko and I were going to talk about it some more with him. We were actually debating talking with that guy directly, but after a long debate, we decided just to drop this and that's for rent. I don't know what that costs, and just decided to let him deal with it his own way for now, and let it all blow over. Because the problem with the internet monster is that it's illogical, and it's batshit crazy. It doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't care. It's like that fog monster in Loki. It just doesn't care, and it will eat you alive and spit you out, and there's nothing you can really do about it. Yeah. Anyway, so that's my inspired video from inspired by Myles. It's a long ass video to walk about. I hope you enjoyed the walkabout. Oh, here's a fire station. Oh, interesting. This is a little fire station, and it says right there Hinoyojin, which means be careful fire. But this is something I've never noticed before. Look at that. There's a bell. So I guess if there's a fire, they're gonna ring that bell. It's an old classic bell. And then people will come and they'll all go fight the fire. Oh, the big water tank, but it's empty. Why would it be empty? I don't understand that. Yeah. Yep, I love the classic. But here we have a shrine here, a temple. I'm sorry, temple with shrine torii gates in it on one side, right? And then over here, does that say cloud? Devil? Soul. That's a soul. And then over here, we've got the modern, cold, lifeless buildings of modern Japan creeping up on it. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to stay this way for a long, long time, regardless of what other kind of crappy architecture goes up around this place. Right, General? Don't you agree? I agree. And thank you for watching our video. Yes, thanks, General, for saying goodbye for me. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you appreciate the video. Like it. Hey, help if you got all the way to the end. Tell me you did. And tell me you like these videos. I'll keep making them. All right. Okay, guys. Take care. Have a great day, and I hope the internet monster never comes for you because she is scary. Good night, or goodbye, or good morning. Good morning wherever you are, or appropriate salutations. I really gotta pee now. I really gotta pee. I'm trying to walk as fast as I can, but I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I really don't know.